Girl, I know you want it.
Guys, I am 28. My fave holiday just passed. And honestly, I feel so blessed. I am blessed, not stressed. God has done nothing but right by me. I would love to share with you guys 28 lessons that I have learned throughout my life, that I have kept close to my heart. A little bit of wisdom on my end, okay? So in no specific order, let's start with lesson number 1. You have to understand the role that you play in your own suffering. All of us have trauma. All of us have had something happen to us. Life is lifing, okay? But with certain situations, you have to understand the cycle, the pattern that you are continuously placing yourself in. So much power and accountability, and being able to say like, hey, yes, that person hurt me, and yes, that sucked, but I also added to my suffering by doing this, this, and this. It is such like such a great release, because it is true that if I am the problem, that means I am also the solution. 2, give space. For me, this was such a biggie, because I was such an anxiously attached person, especially when it came to my romantic relationships, that let's say if we got into an argument, my anxiousness would want to solve it right there and then. And honestly, some situations don't call for that. Sometimes it's best for both parties to just walk away, give each other space, and then come back, because then you're not acting out in the heat of the moment or saying things that you don't mean. You have time to clear your mind, gather your thoughts, and then come back to resolve in a completely different headspace. 3, you're responsible for your own healing. Trust me, I was not blessed in many areas of my life. I had to really dig myself out of trenches and really lay the foundation for myself. No one is going to fix your life but you. You hold the power. You have the power to recognize the patterns, recognize the cycles, and be able to say, I need help, and look for help and seek for help. You cannot go through life blaming your parents or blaming your ancestors or blaming everything in the past for why you are the person you are now. That is on you. Lesson 4, staying connected to your inner child. Oh my God, this is like probably one of my top 3, and definitely such an emphasis, such an importance, especially because in this capitalistic environment that we are in, everybody's overworked, everybody's tired. When you're connected to your inner child, you're connected to curiosity, and that's the way to go through life, just being curious. Lesson 5, revenge belongs to God. Yep, it even says it in the Bible. And trust me, I am human, and there have been times where I have gotten so mad or upset, or somebody does something against me, and this rage rises up inside of me, and I just can think, and all I can think of is ways that I can get back at them, things that I want to do to express how much they've hurt me. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's not going to make you feel better. It may in the moment, but you're going to face consequences as too, because when you seek revenge, it doesn't just stop there. It comes back to bite. Mentally, physically, financially, in every aspect, God continues to bless me. And that's because I respect his word, and I respect that he's gonna handle it, not me. Lesson number 6, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to over explain yourself. You don't have to over justify. No. Can you do? No. Can you stay late? No. Do you want to go? No. And that's it. Oh, I like this one. Okay, lesson number 7. Conflict and resolution is an opportunity for vulnerability, okay? Let me go into a little bit of this. Going back to that inner child, when I say look at things with curiosity, that's how I try to look at conflict. It's such a great opportunity to be able to connect with the other party, especially when you come at it from a stance of curiosity. Not all situations, like narcissists, things like that. There are certain people that you just cannot do this. But with your average friend who's mentally stable, and you just guys had a quick little bickering, hey, what was that about? I didn't like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were having a bad day. Okay, that explains it. They apologize, y'all move on. Simple. And now you're connected, and you guys are back to being besties. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at conflict and make up stories and run from it. No, see conflict as a way to be able to connect with the people that you actually really, really love. Ooh, okay. Lesson number 8. Showing up for yourself is a form of self-respect. And this was a big one for me because I feel like I struggle a lot with consistency. And I would always have that yearning of, I'm going to film a video today, or, hey, I really want to go to Pilates today, or, oh my God, I want to go for a walk, or I want to get creative. And I would tell myself, yes, we're going to do it. And then time would come to push and I would feel myself. And it sucks because it's like your body, your spirit starts to really acknowledge, like, maybe I can't trust this girl. Because if you're not going to show up for yourself, I feel like that reflects onto the other relationships you have around yourself. Lesson 9, it is so important for you to have your own money. I've heard horror stories of people that go out on out-of-state trips because somebody flew them out and they don't have money and now they're stuck in another state. Like, baby girl, what? Don't go on a first date with somebody that you've never met and expect them to be paying for your full meal, because sometimes these motherfuckers be trifling and they will try you. And it's better to be able to have your own bread, pay for it, dip, and never talk to them again. Yeah. And lesson 10, because you got your own money, don't wait on others. Do what you want to do. Travel. Go try that new food spot. Go try that new Pilates class. Go to that new gym. Do whatever it is that you want to do. I waited too much on friends that would be like, yeah, I want to go with you. Oh my God, yes, let's go there. Oh my God, I'm going to get my passport. Oh my God. And it would never happen. It was puro mentira. Once I did start traveling by myself, amazing experience. I loved it. Getting to do what it is that I want to do, going at my own time, nobody screaming, nobody doing this, nobody telling me, well, I don't want to go there and I don't want to do this. It's just me and what I want to do when I want to do it with my own money. Cha-ching, you feel me? Lesson number 11, and this is important, okay? This is so important. Again, probably top 3. Know where your spare tire is located and have the proper equipment to change it. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory, especially if you're gonna be traveling by yourself. Just knowing how to change a tire, because God forbid, dude, that be an opportunity for some creepy person to come up to you and be like, oh, do you need help? And then start asking all these type of weird questions and kidnap your ass. No. 12. No self-defense. The type of life I lived, I have been assaulted quite a few times, or just been in situations where men have followed me, and it's been really, really scary. I'm small, bro. I'm 5 feet. I'm 5 feet, and I cannot handle a grown man. Like, not in size, not in weight, not in anything. But once you have the proper technique and you know certain movements, you could be anybody but. I used to do Muay Thai in my younger 20s, and now I'm currently practicing jiu-jitsu. Try me, bro. Brah! Got your limb. Lesson number 13, baby, and listen to me real close, okay? Eat whole foods. And I'm not talking about the grocery store, baby. I'm talking about vegetables. I'm talking about fruits. I'm talking about non-processed food. How you gonna be grown and not eat veggies? Not drink water? Not eat fruit? You're dirty. That's childish. Lesson number 14. I feel like this is kind of a privileged one. And if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. And if you're trying, I see you. Get your teeth clean. Especially if you have insurance. Get your teeth clean. Because they give you 2 free cleanings a year. Baby, use them, okay? Get your teeth clean. Your teeth are so freaking important. And I feel like nowadays, everybody just want to be like, oh, I got a little chipped tooth. I'm going to go get a veneer. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your goddamn doggone mind? A veneer at 22, at 23? Okay, friends, se me está muriendo la cámara, so I gotta be a little quicker. Lesson number 5, stay active. Movement is a privilege, baby, okay? Todos los días, si puedes hacer algo, tú haz algo. Go on a walk. Do a 10-minute, 5-minute stretch, 3-minute stretch. Go on a swim. Go on a bike ride. Go to the gym. You need to do something besides laying on your butt or laying in the bed and rotting away, okay? Trust me, I love it. Me encanta. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. But if you have the movement to be moving around, move around. Your body, your joints, todo this, it needs it. You will flourish by moving. Lesson number 16, the importance of balance. Balance in everything, religion, your food, your gym, your work, everything. Everything needs a balance. Si tú vas al gimnasio, those break days are needed because you're going to overwork your muscles and it's going to start backfiring and it's going to actually start hurting you. I love God, and for a long time, I dedicated almost every single day of my life to being inside the church, and I loved it. But that started affecting my friendships. It started affecting the relationships around me because I wasn't putting any effort. I wasn't making any time. I was just in the church. And like, that's great. God loves that you're serving, but he also loves when you love the people around him that he sends to you. Lesson number 17, baby, you are worthy of being loved just because you exist. Period. Lesson 18, split your accounts. To this day, I do this. I have 3 accounts. I have my savings account, I have my bills account, and I have my regular main checking. I know exactly what my monthly expenses are. I have a budget that I give myself, and then out of the budget, whatever the difference of my budget and my expenses are, that goes into my savings in a completely different bank that I try my best not to touch, but I touch a lot, but I try not to touch. Lesson number 19, read. Reading is so important, and it gives you so much knowledge and it gives you so much wisdom, especially in where we are nowadays, where a lot of tangible media is being lost. It's great if you can just own a book, read a book, digest the book. Lesson number 20, the perfect time does not exist. And this is for my perfectionist because that is what I am. And I feel like when you're in that mentality of like, I'm waiting for the right moment, I'm waiting for the right moment, it's not gonna happen. I feel like that's just a procrastination defense that your mind gives you, because the perfect time to start is now. And that's for everything. Start your business now. Start your content now. Start that book now. We are in the now. We are in the presence of now. You can't keep pushing things off into the future, waiting for that perfect time, because the perfect time is not gonna come. Do it now. Lesson 21, if you have the privilege, okay, because I recognize this is a privilege. If you have the privilege to take care of yourself and focus on yourself in your 20s, do it. Absolutely do it. I had the privilege of being able to date myself and travel and really get to know what I want to do. And some people don't. But if you have it, don't focus so much on relationships. Don't focus so much about the world and what's happening. Focus on you. Because I feel like once you heal your inner world, it's like your inner world sends out signals to attract what is for you. And I would not be where I'm at in my life if I didn't have the privilege of knowing who I am, what I stand for, what I love, what I believe in. But all of that took years of being with myself, having that time to figure out who's Kim. Lesson number 22, seek your own validation. Oh my God, I see this all the freaking time. You should not be caring what other people have to think, because one thing that I've learned in this life is when you base your foundation on the outside world, people are finicky. One day people like you, one day people hate you. If you're constantly putting your self-worth on what other people are thinking, you're gonna be in a roller coaster of emotions and you're not gonna have any idea who you are. And I know who I am within God, and I seek my own validation. I don't give a flying F if you like me or not. I don't care. I take up all the space that is needed. I take up space. Okay, I take up all the space that is needed. I enter rooms and I know exactly who I am, what I am worth, what my value is. And I don't care if you don't see it. That's your problem, papi, no es mío. Bye. Lesson number 23. I feel like this is really, really great, especially for women that suffer from endometriosis the way that I do, or PCOS. Learn your cycle, live by your cycle. Lesson number 24, community. Community is so important. I don't care what nobody tells you, okay? Just because you can do things alone does not mean that you have to or you should. Community is there for you when you can't be there for yourself, okay? Imagine if you were to go, God forbid, but imagine you were to go through a really extreme surgery where you couldn't take care of yourself. Your community is gonna come. They're gonna bring you a dish of food. They're gonna check in on you. They're gonna see how you're doing. Community. Lesson number 25, nurture the relationships around you. This could be with time, this could be with money, this could be with space. Maybe you don't have money to give, but you have an ear to lend when your friend needs you. Maybe you have so much going on in your life that you just can't, but you have an extra $20 to spare to send your friend a meal because they've been going through it. Lesson number 26, for me, a relationship with God pours into every other relationship. So when you can show up consistently in your spiritual relationship with God, and you're able to be patient with God, and there's so many things that God will mold you while you're in this relationship with him that literally pours into other relationship with him. It was actually through my relationship with God that I learned the importance and understanding of patience and giving grace, because a lot of times I did not give grace. One mistake and you're out that door. I'm done. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm recognizing, hey, people are people. People are going to make mistakes. Things happen. At certain points, yes, it's time to close the door. But there's certain things, again, where I can look at it with curiosity and be like, what's going on here? And actually find an opportunity to be closer to that friend. Every good thing that I've learned has poured out into every other relationship that I have right now. And it's Chef Key. Lesson number 27, comparison is a thief of joy. We all grow at different stages and blossom in different points in our life. There's no use in you comparing yourself to somebody else, because you don't know their struggles and they don't know your struggles. You don't know what they've been dealing with behind closed doors, or what prayers they've been saying, or how hard they're working. You just get to see the final thing that's posted on social media. You don't know that person. Lesson number 28, my favorite one, be open. Be open to guidance, be open to criticism, be open to love, be open to happiness, be open to opportunities. Just be open. Life is such a beautiful and mysterious thing. You really never know what's gonna happen. And I feel like when you're able to just be open and take things in without being offended, or without thinking that somebody's out to get you, or thinking people have these ulterior motives, and you're just open, life is so beautiful. But again, we are wise women, okay? So that means we're not just going to be open and exposed to anything. No. You have to be able to discern when something is good for you. Sometimes people can see in you the diamond that you are before you recognize your even worth. So be open. You never know who's out here trying to bless you. But that is it, my friends. I hope somewhere in here some lessons spoke to you and you can implement it in your life. These are things that have definitely helped me in my life, and I'm just so happy to be here to be able to share this with you. But hasta la próxima, mía.
Girl, I know you wanna. You know I wanna. Yeah, she keep giving me love.